Hey y'all. Did y'all miss me? Let me do that. Hello America, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Family or Fiance Season 1, Episode 2. I said that I was going to review Episode 1, and I never did, okay? But I mean, I kind of reviewed it like in that live, so like, it's really no need for me to review Episode 1. And I'm not going to review Episode 1 of Married to Medicine, Los Angeles. And Married to Medicine is going to be a trial review. Because if it don't hold my interest, I can't do it. So, yeah, just to let y'all know. Also, Seeking Sister Wife will be up tomorrow. Maybe early, maybe late. Who knows, to be quite honest. I do want to let you all know that I have a podcast. It's called the Awkwardly Acceptable Podcast. You can find that right up here. And also, I do have music, original music by moi, that you can also find right up here. I would like to say hello to all of the new subscribers that I have gained. I really appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all stay for the long run. Okay, let's get into it. Now, look, clearly this show gonna be crazy as hell. Okay, we already know this. The first episode, I'm like, okay, it's crazy. But the second episode, I'm like, y'all crazy. We see Ashley and Karan. I don't think that they said their ages. If they did, I wasn't listening, okay? I ain't about to be kissing your feet and stuff. They've known each other since high school. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something. Wait, shouldn't his mama know her, though? They've known each other since high school, which is really weird to me. And they've been together for 3 years and engaged for 9 months. She says that they're both crazy. That's why she loves him. Now, his mother is a really religious person, and Karan tries to keep those energies separate because Ashley is wild and is unfiltered, and his mother is a God-fearing woman, okay? Her mother is a lesbian, so, that's also, a reason maybe why they wouldn't be the best of friends, okay? So the doctor, psychologist, therapist, woman, counselor, the counselor sits down. They talk about how their families aren't on board. She talks about how she's never, in the 3 years, met his mama, his stepdaddy, or his sister. She's never met any of his family. He, however, has met her family, and her family don't like his ass, okay? So Karan then says that, you can't curse around her, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't do none of that. So she she holy. I mean, I feel like this was bullshit. This episode it's like, y'all just be getting engaged and not talking about any of the things that are going to affect you long term, huh? Y'all just be talking about spending the rest of your life with one another and just not know anything about your family, not know anything about your mama. Y'all ain't never talked about his mama? He ain't never talked about his mama to you? Like, this episode, okay, let's move on. So, his mother, stepfather, and his sister are coming. So, she brings her mother, her stepmother, and her friend, okay? We just know her as a friend. So her mother and her stepmother does not like him because they think that he's arrogant and he's cocky, okay? They are in the bed drinking their Stella Artois. And Karan is like, okay, so you can't be drinking. I just want you to calm it down. I want you to tone it down. It just got to be toned down, calm down. Everything can't be too, body bomb, boom, ba, boom. And she like, so you gonna leave your beer in here? And he like, yes, I'm gonna leave my beer in here. She's like, see, I don't know how this is gonna go because you're not really allowing me to be myself. And if I'm not able to be myself, then I'm going to be only myself. And then this is where we're gonna have a problem. So his family arrives first. I cannot remember his mother nor his father's name. I think it was like Greg. I don't know the mother's name. His sister's name was Tyler. So he opens up the door. He's like, hey. Ashley comes out. Ashley greets them. They hug. Then they all go to the kitchen. Ashley says that she is a Christian woman. She prays. The mother, I guess, isn't happy with that answer. So she says, I'm going to look for a church. I'm going to become, a part of the congregation. And that makes his mother feel better. His stepfather is like, okay, so I'm going to get some food. Well, I'm going to start making some food. Ashley, are you hungry? And she's like, no, I'm not hungry. I just got done drinking a beer. And she specifically said that to get up under Karan's skin for him saying that she would have to be a different person. So she said, you want me to be a different person? How about I don't be a different person? And how about I say, I feel like this is really bright. And how about I say that I've had a beer? So the mother is taken aback by this. The doorbell rings and it is her family. Her mother, her stepmother, and her friend. They all give them hugs. Then they go to meet Karan's family. Now, see, what got me at first was when his mother was like, we don't handshake, we hug. And I'm like, okay, the fuck? I don't know you. What if I don't hug? I handshake. Now what? See, I don't know. I just felt like it was just too much. Karan also mentions that his sister has a worse attitude than him and that his sister was being standoffish. Ashley then says, oh, I have an attitude too. So clearly we know something's gonna go down. I feel like my eyebrows are like two completely different eyebrows, but things happen. So they sit down for the family meeting and they each go around the room to understand why each individual does not want them to be together. So her friend Kenya says that he is self-centered. The stepmother says a lot of stuff that I couldn't remember, but basically she said that, she feels that Ashley will not be happy with Karan and she doesn't want that for her daughter. Ashley's mother says that she didn't raise her to be with a man like that. Honestly, I don't know what she said because I kind of didn't remember. I was really focused on watching this show rather than reviewing the show, if that makes sense. I wasn't in a review mode where, like you have out your notes and you write, and I wanted to know what the fuck was happening. Karan's father says, well, it's not about her because I don't know her. It's more about you, and I don't think that you're ready for a commitment. His mother is like, well, I wanted you to be with a God-fearing woman, and I don't think that she is, the right person for you. I want someone who covers you with prayer. That makes Ashley cry. Ashley says in her confessional, she don't know me like that to be judging. Her mother says to his mother, you don't know my daughter like that to be judging. She said, that's some some malarkey, okay? Let me just say that. You don't judge, God judges. And his mother didn't really have nothing to say because, the mama with the gold tooth was all the way correct. Don't come at my daughter like you know her. You've just met her. So why are you sitting up here talking about she ain't no God-fearing woman? Then the sister. It's always, I guess this is how this show is going to go, right? It's always going to be somebody who open up their big ass mouth and say, well, I know what you did last summer. Or you in love with somebody else. So the sister opens up her mouth and she says, I don't think you're ready to get married because I think you're in love with somebody else. As per usual, they all look like, oh, really? He's in love with someone else. I'd love to know who it is. But nobody offers up any names. Nobody says anything, okay? So she says, who are you in love with, Karan? And he's like, it's bullshit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And her friend says, that's a fucking red flag. Then his mother opens up her mouth and says, we all know who you in love with. We all know who it is. Basically stop the game, stop the bullshit. We know you in love with somebody else. I don't know. Because they didn't stay long enough for me to get a full reading off of them of like the type of person that they are. But what I will say is that you all started this drama. You started the drama because you didn't have to open up your mouth and say anything like that. I don't think that the first episode with the cousin saying what he said was as bad as this. Because it's like, I don't know. That felt like the cousin was like putting it all on the table, let it all be known. This felt like the mother was saying it with a smile on her face to be vindictive. I don't know. It just felt weird to me. Okay. It just felt weird. In the next scene, Ashley and the mother and his sister, Tyler, have to go shopping. So Ashley just straight up is like, I really don't want to go. And the sister is like, we don't have to go. Tyler is like, we don't have to go. And Karana's like, yes, you do have to go. It's part of the assignment. Both of you need to go. Boom, boom, boom. So Ashley is just like, look, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not feeling your vibe. I don't really like you. I don't like how you came at me. And she like, what are you talking about? Like, how did I come at you? Like, I mean, you being standoffish. You like bringing negative energy. Like you saying negative stuff is just like. So the sister get an attitude and she like, I'm ready to go. And he like, you ready to go to the store? She like, no, I'm ready to go home. Okay, well, you should have fucking packed your bags and got up on out of there. I don't know how to feel. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this situation. Honestly, truly. So they go to the boutique. They're talking. Ashley says to Tyler, so, okay, I know that we like got off on like a wrong foot or whatever, but you said earlier that Karan was in love with somebody. Who? And she says, oh, so that's why you was mad at me. That's why you was mad at me, because I told you that he was in love with somebody else. And she was like, bro, it's not that you told me he was in love with somebody else. It's the way that you said it. Like, you said it very disrespectfully. You came at me like you don't even know me to be starting all these problems. Like, what? So Tyler then says, it's not my place to say. Like, if you want to know, pull that man to the side and he'll tell you. Then what pissed me off is the mother is like, I don't think that we should say her name. I don't think that we should say her name. We're just telling you this so you can know, so you can be forewarned. So I think something happens and the sister walks outside, right? Because the sister's like, I can't take it. She walk outside. The mother says to her, you should be grateful for what we're saying. You shouldn't be angry with us. Then Ashley is like, well, if it's whatever name she said, if it's muchacha, then I already know about muchacha, and she can be brought into our situation, because if he like her, then I'ma like her too, because I'm bisexual and I go both ways. And the mother was just looking horrified. So back at the house, his father is grilling. His father was eavesdropping, but his father is grilling Robin, who is her stepmother, the mother whose name I don't know, and Kenya, her best friend, or her friend. They are doing the 20 questions. One of the questions that they ask is, if there's anything that you can change about yourself, what would you? And Karan says his attitude, he wished that he would be more understanding. They asked him, why would your mother and sister bring up this whole ex-girlfriend? And he says, well, my mother and my ex-girlfriend have a relationship. They're close. So it's just her speaking, from like the place of her wanting us to be together. And so he tried to get Kenya on his side, like, yeah, you know how like when your mama keep bringing up somebody and she like, and she keep bringing them up, and Kenya was like, no, my mother doesn't do that, because that's disrespectful to the marriage or to the relationship that I'm in now. She's not gonna do that. She trusts my judgment. And I'm like, boy, you walked right into that. She wasn't gonna give your ass no bone. Like, what? So Also, the last question that was answered by Karan was, "Are you okay with her friend slash ex girlfriend being here?" Talking about Kenya. So Kenya and Ashley has had a previous relationship. So the father turned around and he said, "What she say? What you say?" And he repeats the question. And so he like, "No, I'm cool with it. It's fine." Apparently, Ashley told Karan about Kenya just 2 days before they were supposed to come. So both of the situations are fucked up. Both of these people are fucked up. Boom. So let's move on. Ashley and the mother and Tyler gets back. Karan asks Ashley, "Hey, how did everything go? Is everything cool?" She like, "I mean, no, not really." But before she can say that, Karan's mother is like, "Karan, I need to speak to you." So they go outside. She's like, "How could your girlfriend tell me that she goes both ways and that y'all be having threesomes and stuff?" And that made my stomach turn. And he said, "You know what made my stomach turn? You bringing it up in the first place, bringing up my ex in the first place. It's like, God forbid you can't do something for me for once. God forbid." And so he's mad. In the meantime, between time, Ashley and her mothers are talking, and they're talking about how his mother don't like gay people, and her mother is like, "Yeah, I could get that vibe." So then Karan is like, "Hey, Ashley, I need to talk to you." So she gets up, she goes with Karan. Karan is like, "What point was it? What did it benefit you for sitting up here saying that we have threesomes and you bisexual and all that stuff? Like, how did that benefit the situation?" And Ashley is like, bro. She said that gay people was a sin. Oh, I forgot to say that. But while they were in the boutique, she said, "I go both ways." Then the mother, his mother was like, "Well, that's a sin." And she like, "My mother is gay. She loves my stepmother," who's the stepmother's name is Robin. She loves Robin. They've been together for 9 years. She loves Robin. I couldn't see my life without both of them. So you think that it's wrong, but that doesn't make them less than God-fearing people. That doesn't make them less of God-fearing people, if that makes sense. So he like, "It don't matter, you didn't have to say that, blah, 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 blah." Then they are interrupted by his mother and his sister coming outside, and his mother saying, "Hey, we about to go back to Georgia, okay? But I'm not leaving until you come with me." So, and I'm like, "You're not coming with y'all. What are you talking about? What?" So then it's a lot of interruptions. Ashley, her, and the people that she brought are sitting outside. They're talking about it. Karan then comes outside. Before he came outside, her mother was like, "He trying to play both sides of the fence and it's not going to work." He comes outside. He like, she didn't have to say that. You shouldn't have told my mother that you were bisexual. You shouldn't have done that. She says, "Your mother talked about gay people. Your mother basically was saying that she didn't like gay people and that offended me." And he's like, "So what? So what? That's her opinion. So what?" And it's like, okay, so what? That's her opinion. Bro, do you see how hard you ride for your mama? That's how hard she gonna ride for her mama. The fuck? Okay, you don't think it's nothing wrong for your mother stating her opinion, and she don't think it's nothing wrong for her to say she's bisexual and her mother is gay, and this is the whole LGBT up in my family. And if you got a problem with it, then you attacking my mama. And if you come on, you attacking my mama, I'm gonna beat your ass. So really, I don't know, but Karan gets him angry. He's like, "No, you just taking it too far. You taking it too far." And she like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck." Blah, 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 blah. So he like, "I'm done. It's done." So he said it's done. He like, she acting ratchet. How is she acting ratchet? How? I mean, both of you were having a disagreement. Both of you were yelling. I didn't think that that was ratchet behavior. I don't think that she got out of pocket. I mean, once she did get out of pocket. But I don't think that she was up here just like being a horrible person, in my opinion. Okay. So then he like, if you want to have a mature conversation, we can have a mature conversation. So he walks off. In the next scene, his family is leaving. I guess his family is going to a hotel. He sits down with the counselor to tell that they are not going to be together anymore. He's made his decision. He's realized that he's grown up in a, you know, a Christian household and that he can accept this. Now, one part that I forgot to mention, when they sat down together with the counselors, he said that, yeah, he's a man who likes girls that likes girls, but he doesn't want to marry someone who likes girls. And the counselor says, well, that can be a deal breaker for you, but you can't stop her sexuality. Both of you are going to have to decide if y'all can live with this or not. So Ashley also said, these are like different views on marriage that I didn't know that he had different views on. These are more traditional views that I'm not used to him hearing. And I guess she lied about them having threesomes. But I don't know. I'm still confused about that. I don't know if they did have the threesome. Maybe they had a threesome once. I don't know if, like, I don't know. Because then he said that they've had a discussion when he went to go see his family. He said that they've had a discussion about her sexuality and that he doesn't like it. But it's like, okay, you don't like her sexuality. When you found out what her sexuality was, then you all should have not continued so far, because her sexuality is not going to change and it never has changed. Like, that's a big thing to like disagree with, but you can't even disagree with somebody being bisexual. You just gonna say, oh, this is something I can handle, this is something that I can't. So he goes to see his family. His mother and father say that they can't give the blessing. His mother is like, look, I'm done all the talking, I gotta get on my flight. So boom. So he does feel, I don't know, he feels like he's been abandoned, that like everything is, you know, topsy-turvy. So then they call another family meeting with just her family because his family is gone. And they say that they've called off the engagement. And they're clapping, which I thought was tacky. Like, don't clap about it. And they say that they're going to continue to be friends. But in the update, it says that they are not friends. They haven't had any contact. She's blocked his number. She's blocked him on social media, and he's changed his number. She says that she has to realize if she wants to be with a man or a woman, and she wants to be with somebody that's open and honest, regardless of the gender of the person. Okay, so boom. She should be with Kenya, because Kenya's pretty, very pretty. Bro, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel. It's like, I don't know if she lied about them having threesomes. I know that his mother did not come in the most godly way. And I know that the sister started this whole shit. His family started the drama, but now she's ratchet because she's angry. Because she feels like her family is being attacked. And I don't really know, man. I don't really know. I don't know. But it's 7:32. I'm going to get off of here so this video can go up by 10 o'clock. Okay? If you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on, I don't know where else. You can support me on Patreon and become a patron. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.